what are some of the common misunderstandings in a parent-child relationship?
Depends on what stage. Mostly in the teenage stage is when these differences show up so much. And knowing that our teenagers are in search of an identity for themselves, as parents, I think it's important to understand what the child is. Sometimes suddenly your child is rebelling, suddenly he's thinking different, suddenly wants to do something that we've never done properly as a family. He wants to, go and spend time with a friend that you never thought he would connect with. Different things come up. And recognizing that our children are in search of really finding out who they are. And in that search, sometimes they will differ with what you think or the ways that you think they should walk in. And so it is good for us as parents to be there, to just listen, to walk alongside, and not to judge and condemn and put them down and, do negative things because they're thinking it's cool and trendy to do certain things. And, they don't want to do it the way you used to do it. Certain things I think we should let them do it. As long as it doesn't affect the core of who they are and the value system of the home and what we want to stand for with our Christian faith and beliefs. I think we should distinguish those two, the core aspects and the peripheral aspect. The periphery doesn't affect as long as they're walking with God. And as we said earlier, their heart is right with God. I think it helps us then to give that child that space to find himself in Christ. And because he struggles in the world, he'll not find it anywhere else. And so the faster we can help him find his identity in Christ, the better it will be for us to help him actually be nurtured at that stage when he struggles with this whole, gap that seems to.
One of the things that would help to kind of bridge this misunderstanding is to also know their friends. Who are they relating with? Ask them to bring them home and get to know them. Who are they and things like that. So those kind of information, those kind of relationship building exercises with his friends or her friends also will help us to kind of discern better and to avoid misunderstanding. Otherwise, we can think all his friends are bad. Not necessarily. So when they come home and when they have that meal with auntie, uncle and all that, then we also recognize, okay, this is a good guy, So no, not bad. My son is relating. But in case there's a guy who is on a wrong track, we also can influence. As parents, we can influence their friends as well. So they can find a mother in you. They may probably go away because they are not, coming from a home that is functioning properly. So your home may be their refuge. So that way we can actually bridge this misunderstanding between our children. As Ciby said, especially if it's a teenager, they are looking for their identity. They are also looking, at what attitude will I choose? That's a question that they are grappling with because they want to be cool, the cool attitude they want to have. And so they say, I don't care because that's the attitude that sounds cool. So when they grow up, they will grow out of it very soon. But we need to be patient. We shouldn't get frustrated. Oh, look at him saying, look at this attitude. Oh, that's very arrogant. And we go, a tit for tat. Then we will mess up the relationship. So understand they're also going through some biological changes, hormonal changes. So all these things are actually contributing to their present attitude and conversations and their lifestyle and their respect. So don't get quickly judgmental and get frustrated about it. Rather give them the space. In fact, I learned to pray more during that time so that through their search for identity, they will not mess up in wrong identities and wrong places and search for their identity in wrong places. So we as parents can back them up in prayer and be patient with them, and I'm sure that will help.